Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Gary. Gary is from Portsmouth in England, in the UK. So let's see what Gary has to say. Enjoy the interview. So, hello, Gary. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. How about you?
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time today for the interview. Thank you.
No, you're welcome, mate. No worries. It's nice to be on here, mate.
So tell me, how's your weekend going so far?
It's been a bit manic. I've been busy. Had my kids over, my partners, and obviously our kids were here. So you could say it was a handful.
Do you have like a weekend routine or a weekend?
Yeah,
that
what having the kids every weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I normally have them Fridays, Saturdays, and on a Wednesday night.
Right.
So
So tell me, let's start the interview. Tell me what's the biggest joy of being a dad? What do you like the most?
the biggest joy. Oh, I suppose if you're going to look forward to the future, they can look after you as you get older. No, biggest joy. That's a hard one. I suppose it's just watching something that you've created grow up and watching them achieve things as they grow up. I think that in itself is nice because you've kind of brought them up, and my boys, they've started to get a bit bigger now. They're 11, 12 years old, so I've noticed they're starting to take my size.
Wow.
They're big lads. They're big lads.
You have two boys.
I have two boys and three girls.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Family. Oh my God! Two boys and three girls. Wow, that's a big family for sure. Wow. How old is the oldest one, and how old is
the eldest is 12. I've got a second eldest. So the two boys are the eldest. You've got a 12-year-old, 11-year-old, and you've got my daughter, my eldest daughter, which is 9. And then I have a daughter who's 6, and my youngest is 5. So,
wow, wow, big family for sure. Amazing. So tell me, where are you from, Gary?
Well, I'm from the UK, mate. I live in Portsmouth with my partner. But I originally used to live in Southampton. I was born in Bedfordshire, so moved to a place called Eastleigh in Southampton when I was about 6 years old, 7 years old. So,
wow. So now you're based in Portsmouth.
Yeah, I'm based in Portsmouth now. Just near near the seafront, South Sea seafront, which is nice. We're near the Navy base, the Portsmouth Navy base.
Wow. Actually, I've been there a few years ago. I've been there once.
Ah, there you go, mate. It's not too bad down there.
And what do you like the most about the city, about living there?
I would say it's probably the seafront, to be honest with you. You've got so much to do in there, especially in the summer times. You've got a nice amusement arcades for the kids. You've got a little fun fair there. And the beaches, to be fair, the beach ain't too bad. And at the end of August, you've always got the festival there, big tourist festival. So that's always quite nice that you've got all the street food things out as well, which is not bad. In Portsmouth nightlife, you've got a lot of restaurants around in Portsmouth as well. So to be honest with you, there's a lot to do around here. Can be crazy though, because it's like a uni central. So you've got full of all the uni students around here.
Wow. And how far are you from the beach?
Literally, it's probably about a 10-minute walk. So you could actually, you can't really grumble.
Wow, amazing. And what do you do for work, for living, Gary?
Currently, I'm off work at the moment. I did my shouldering. I was a tyre technician.
Oh, wow.
So I changed truck tyres at the side of roads, in service stations, all by hand, not machine. So we used to change van, truck, cars. Before that, I used to run my own cleaning business, so
wow,
yeah.
And all back in Portsmouth.
Oh yeah, this is in Portsmouth. So I basically the job that I had, tyre technician, was actually based in Southampton. I used to travel. We used to be able to take the work van home, the mobile technician. So you've got all the equipment on board that you need, and you basically put the tyres you need to do the job. So
amazing, great. Okay, so during the interview, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your life and also about your point of views, okay?
Yeah, that's no problem. It's brilliant.
Right, so before we start our journey, William the Magic Box, I would like you to tell me something interesting about yourself or maybe something that not many people know about you.
Oh, not many people know about me. Well, there's a few people. Only a few people know this, but not many people do. I have a fear of turtles.
Really?
Yeah, I do. It's quite a funny one, really.
Wow. Always being scared of it?
What was that?
You always being like this way, scared,
Yeah, oh
afraid?
yeah, scared of turtles. Yeah, since I was a kid, I think it was the Teenage Mutant Turtles. So basically, when I was about 4 years old, and not the cartoon ones, but the ones that were dressed up, the people dressed up in the costumes, smiled. I come to the screen, one of them smiled, scared the living daylights out of me, and ever since then, I've not liked turtles.
Amazing. That's interesting for sure. That's interesting. Gary, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Yep, that's no problem. Bear with me a few seconds when you ask them. I sometimes have a bit of a bad memory, but we'll give it a whirl.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Ball. So I have here my best friend. Random fun questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to relax before the first question, okay?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah, you always can join me dancing, always.
You can't beat a bit of dancing, mate.
Gary, before we start the interview, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay? Always can get number one.
No
Amazing.
problem.
Right, the first question for you is, tell me when was the last time that you smiled genuinely?
What was that, pardon?
Tell me, when was the last time that you smiled genuinely?
Smile generally.
Yeah.
What, recently?
Yeah, when was the last time?
When was the last time I smiled? Probably yesterday.
Tell me about it.
It's just little things my partner says to me, really. You know, she's always telling me she loves me and that, so she's quite cute. she makes me laugh, so that's why.
And your partner is from Portsmouth?
Oh yeah, she's from Portsmouth, yeah.
Amazing. So tell me, how did your path cross, if you can share?
Wow. Our path crossed was on a night out. I was actually out with one of my friends. We went out drinking. I was having a bit of a down day. He goes, you know what, I'm going to take you out. And he says, we're going to go to Gunwar in Portsmouth. Well, okay, so we went and had a little bit of bite to eat, and then we ended up heading to a place down Palmerston Road. You know, there's a bit of a nightlife down there. So we went into a little bar called Hong Kong Charlie's. Went in there. So we had a couple of drinks. I looked across, saw her sitting down with her friend and a couple of other people. You know, smiled at me, smiled back. We thought nothing of it. Later on in the night, went into another bar, and then she approached me in the club that we went into. And the way she approached me was to pinch my backside. So
That's funny. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet.
Yeah. And that's how that started. And then and we've been kind of glued at the hip ever since, really.
Wow, amazing. And tell me, what's the biggest difference between both of you and the biggest similarity?
I would say I'm an early bird. I'm very active, so I would say I'm the one that gets up. I'm the one that get up. I've got a set sort of routine, getting up early in the morning. So yeah, I would say I'm more active than she is. That's the difference between me and her. We're very. I'm setting my ways, and she's setting her certain ways. So that's probably the similarity. We're setting our certain ways, and sometimes it can kind of clash, but it works.
Very good. Next question. Let's do it. Okay, next question for you is, if you won the lottery, what would be your first big splurge?
Oh, now that is a hard one. You know what? It most likely would be probably a nice house to fit all the family in. Give obviously my family some money as well, and you know, people that have obviously helped out over the years with me, and that I'll obviously give them a little tiny bit. But it would definitely be a nice house, a holiday home as well.
Amazing.
Yeah, definitely have to get a family car, but most importantly, mate, a sports car. You know, I have to have a toy for myself. So,
Of course, needs to be. Tell me, besides your kids, which person in your family you are more close to or more connected with? Besides your kids,
Uh, Besides my kids, I would say my mum. Me and her, but I've always been close to my mum, even though I've been close to my dad. But me and my mum, we've always had a nice little bond. And people would probably say I'm a mummy's boy. So,
uh,
but no, she's probably like my best mate. My mum, I'm not afraid to say that. So yeah,
that's
I've got to
beautiful.
respect my mum.
Amazing. And do you have brothers and sisters as well, Gary?
Yeah, so I have an older brother, a younger sister, and a younger brother. So there's four of us. I'm the second eldest out of all of them.
I see. Okay. Next question. Let's do it. Gary, before the next question, tell me if I would come to people who would you like to come to Portsmouth for the very first time, yeah? Besides the sea, tell me what's something about the city that people they should visit, they should, get to see it if they had the opportunity. What's the postcard of Portsmouth in your opinion?
What if instead of the sea and everything, where would I tell someone to go?
Yeah.
You know what? There's a place called Portsdown Hill. It's a well-known place. There's a place called Mixed Burgers up there. It's a nice little food van, and it's well known. But a lot of people know about it across the country. People come down to Portsmouth just to go to that place. I would recommend to go there because you go up a hill, and then on the hill you can see the whole of Portsmouth on top of this hill. So at night time, especially, all the lights lit, it looks amazing. So
Wow.
you can see absolute everything. The whole view of Portsmouth is there, and you can't fault it. It's a nice place to go. It's a nice place to take someone on a date as well. So I would recommend that.
Have you ever took your partner on a date there?
Yeah, we have actually. We've been up there together. We went up there for some chips and some to drink. After I went on she come on with me on a job once.
Mhm.
Went on a night call out. So once we're done, we went to Portsdown Hill, and she came with me. And it was nice. So it is nice up there at night time. I would recommend it to anyone.
Wow. You know what? If I'm not wrong, Gary, I had an interview with a lovely man from Portsmouth, and actually he was sitting his car over there because I remember.
There you go.
Yes, because I remember he saying that was like a van with food there, like something that people go to eat there after clubbing.
Well, yeah, it is. It is. But people will get a taxi up there after they've been drinking. Honestly, it's a perfect. Mixed burgers. They do the perfect food, and I can't fault their food. It's amazing, and
Yes.
that's where I'd go for my cheat day. So when you've been like working hard at the gym and you have that 1 or 2 day cheat days, that is a place to go, man. Get a greasy burger and some chips. It's just pucker.
Oh my God, I feel hungry now. You're saying that, Gary.
Yeah.
Right. Next question for you is: what makes you most proud?
Probably how far I've come in myself, really. Because where I was a few years ago, and also my weight wasn't good. Going to the gym, I've actually come a long way. I've lost a lot of weight, gained a lot of muscle,
Wow.
healthy diet as well, my eating habits. So yeah, I would say I'm proud of myself for changing my lifestyle, my food habits, drinking habits. So to be honest with you, I would say that there's probably why I'm proud of myself for doing that, because it's taken a lot of hard work, a couple of years. There's been a few knocks along the way, but pulled through and kept going.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Do you feel like you are living your best life right now, Gary?
Oh yes, definitely. Obviously, like you do, you get the odd day where it's quite rubbish, but to be honest with you, yeah, my life at the moment is probably the best I've ever been. Ever since I've met my partner, it's like she's also helped me. She's sent me in the right direction. She always picks me up when I have my down days. So yeah, I would say this is probably living my best life, and it's going to get better in my opinion. It's going to get a lot better.
That's amazing. And saying that, what do you like the most about being Gary? What do you like the most about being you?
Oh, I never give up. I will always even if there's a day and there's no possibilities getting through something, I always make a possibility. I will get through it. If there's a brick wall in front of you, I'll make sure I will get through that wall. I never give up. I do always keep push forward, no matter how many obstacles are in the way.
And you always been this way, Gary?
Probably not always. As I got older, I'll probably say about teenager, probably about 15. That's when I started to have a mindset of like, I'm just not going to let anything get in my way. And I'll go for my goals. And if I fail at that, there's always other things. You just pick yourself back up and go again. You know, because there's everyone everyone in life, everyone has a setback or knockback, and it knocks you down. But I try not to knock myself down for too long, because you get yourself into a situation and you think, oh, you know, you can get yourself, keep digging a hole. But the thing is, once you've hit rock bottom, the only way is up. So you just have to keep building yourself back up until you hit that point again.
Totally agree with you. I think, you know, life is about that. You know, you're going to hit down sometimes.
It's a roller coaster.
Absolutely. But what I believe is, when you are down, when you hit, you know, the floor, I think, and how you pick yourself up, that's the biggest challenge.
Yeah.
You know, how you're gonna put yourself out there back on track. You
Exactly.
know,
And I think there's a lot of things people don't do is they don't learn to love themselves. And I think if you put attention and love into yourself, you will start. The universe will start giving them back to you. You know, because you're looking after yourself. So put yourself first, and then you can start putting other people in front of you and actual support and help them as well once you've sorted yourself out.
Absolutely. I think you cannot love anybody else if you don't love yourself first.
Exactly. If you don't love yourself properly, then it's going to be hard to love something or someone else. So yeah, I'll agree with you on that one.
Amazing. Next question. Ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Next one. Right. What are the top 3 things on your bucket list?
Oh, top 3 things on my bucket list. Now, one of them is have to visit New York one day. I've always wanted to visit New York. There's a song about that place. I've always wanted to go. Also, Canada, Niagara Falls. That's always been on my bucket list. And facing one of my all-time fears is I don't like heights, but you know, when you look down, you're like, oh my God, you know, you panic. But one thing I've always wanted to do, and I think it would absolutely conquer that fear, is to jump out of a plane in a parachute or a helicopter. I would love to do that. If I ever get the chance to do that, the money and all something, and get to do it, I will do it. And I would actually go get those cameras and record it whilst doing it. It's always been a thing of mine. I want to do that in life. I've got to try and at least do that once in my whole life.
Wow. Which one do you think is going to be the first one to happen between 3 of them?
If it was going to happen, probably New York.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's interesting saying that, because I'm from Brazil, and back in Brazil, when I was a teenager, I started studying English. And there was something about New York City that, I don't know, always kept in my mind. I always wanted to go to New York City. And I've been a few years ago for the first time, and I was like, oh my God, you feel like the center of the world for some reason.
I bet you enjoyed yourself. It's just when I've seen it on TV programs, films, and you see that place looks mental, like it's always busy. I've always wanted to just know what it's like to be there.
It's funny because when I arrived there, I was excited and I was walking around. But the time when I kind of realized that I was in New York City, and when I was like I think it was the second day, I was walking in the traffic, and I saw the guards that you see in the movie, like controlling the taxis, and I was like, oh my God, now I realize I'm here in New York City. That was fun. When I saw the guardman, you know, the policeman, like, you know, organize the traffic in the street, I was like, I am here now. Now I can tell that I'm here in New York City. Amazing.
That's it.
Right.
It's so real.
Amazing. 3 questions left. Let's do it. Do you like dancing, Gary?
Oh, you know what? Well, I've had a few drinks, but yeah, there's a thing about me. I know how to dance. That's a story that I reckon I shouldn't be telling, because I don't know what age related people will be listening on here.
Tell me something. I can see some tattoos in your arms. Yeah. So tell me, which tattoo was the very first one you ever had? The second part of the. Yeah.
So the first ever tattoo I ever had is buried underneath my sleeve of roses. It was a tribal. I was 18 years old, and I think I got that tattoo because I knew I could go and get a tattoo at the age of 18. It was actually done on my birthday. I thought, I'm going in to get a tattoo. I don't care what it is, I'm going to get one. So It was a pointless tattoo, but I was so excited. I was showing it off. I've got a tattoo. But no, that was so underneath all this, but it's this tiny little tribal band that went around the arm.
Wow.
Uh,
Which one is the most meaningful one that you have?
the most painful.
The
Oh,
most the most meaningful one.
meaningful.
Yeah.
I've got my kids' names on my chest here. They've been the most meaningful because it's got all my kids' names and it goes down from my eldest, my second eldest, to my middle one and then the youngest. So I've got all their names, but they're the most meaningful ones because.
Wow.
And the whole point, I've got the names there and I've got the roses done because I believe roses represent love. So that's why I've got them all tied in to that. So
amazing. Okay. Next question for you is, what 3 things do you want to be remembered for?
gym addict. No, a person that always shows up for his kids, no matter what, and a person that never gives up. That's what I want to be, with a person that never gave up. That's how I want to be remembered. Wow. Always try and push towards your goals, even if you don't reach the goal you want to. The thing is, the main thing in life is at least you've tried and you keep trying.
Absolutely.
So,
tell me so far, what's the most beautiful lesson you've learned from your kids so far?
It doesn't matter how much money you have; it's the time you spend with them that they enjoy. It's not about what you buy for them. All they need is your love and attention. And I've learned that you don't have to buy them. It's just spending time with them, taking them to the park. It's just, that's what I've learned. It's just they want your time and your love. And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. Oh, I haven't got my kids this or kids that. Sometimes people struggle with money, but then the fact is it's not always about that. Yeah, sometimes they will cry and they want sweets from the shop, but that's just only for a few seconds. All they want is just to spend time with you, go out with you and spend time with you, and actual basically make memories with you. That's what I've learned as a parent. You don't have to have all the money in the world to have good quality time with them.
Amazing. Good. 2 questions left. Let's do it.
Here comes the dance.
Okay, Gary, next question is, what's the best advice have you ever given?
Oh, the best advice I've ever given. The best advice I've ever given, which sometimes I gave myself this advice, and it's recent advice I gave to someone, is don't lose yourself or anyone. Like if you get yourself into a certain relationship, because sometimes you get sort of toxic relationships and that, but don't lose yourself in the process, because the stuff that you worked hard for, it goes away and you lose everything that you've got. You've got to, and if you're going to get with someone, make sure they are going to help and push you in that direction still, and they're still going to let you try and achieve those goals instead of trying to hold you back. So always make sure you don't lose yourself if you get into a relationship. Wow. I've learned the hard way, so that's why I gave that relationship advice, because I lost myself massively in a previous relationship before my partner now, and I look back and think, what was I doing?
Yeah, I think sometimes you just learn, living it. You just learn going through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think that's sometimes you got to go through these life lessons to teach you. And people always think, oh, why does it always happen? Why does it happen to me? Instead of saying why me, just say try me, because at the end of the day, it's teaching you a lesson, and that's where you learn to love yourself even more, and it builds you into a better version of yourself, your higher self. So that's how I see it. If it wasn't for these life lessons, I wouldn't be here where I am today. So in a way, at the time, I hated it, but then I kind of thank it, because I see life differently, and from my experiences, I can help other people.
What's the meaning of life for you?
Meaning of life. The meaning of life. Well, that's a bit of a hard one. I would say meaning of life is trying to make it a better place. That's but at the moment I don't see that happening.
I think that okay. Cool. Last question, ready?
Yep, go on.
Let's do it. Last question. But before the last question, Gary, of course, we got connected through TikTok, yeah? And I was checking your profile and I could see that you are a gym guy. You said before that you are gym addicted, yeah? So tell me a little bit about your gym journey. So gym for you, do you work out every day? Do you, what's the benefit that's being working out that brought into your life?
Wow, basically, my gym journey, I started in 2021. So basically, I weighed 24 stone in fat. It was basically after COVID, the reason I started doing it. I looked at myself. I was drinking probably about 6 to 7 energy monster cans a day. I had a really bad sweet tooth as well. I mean, a hankering for baked tarts and all sorts. My eating habits are terrible. And then one day I changed that, and the gym journey, it's helped me out. It don't just help with your physical appearance, but it gives you a very good mental attitude as well. And I work out every day. At the moment, I've not been going to the gym, so I did a sprain in my left shoulder by benching my maximum weight at the gym a couple of months back. So I've got an ACJ sprain there. But in the meantime, to keep my body toned and keep my muscle there, I've been doing home workouts using tiny bits of equipment, which is keeping me in good shape. So yeah, I'll do a workout every day, and it keeps me in the right mindset. It wakes you up. It's always good. I think it's always good to do a workout in the morning because it wakes you up for the day. So personally, if someone's going to do it, but if they're thinking about start working out, going to the gym and wanting to build muscle, lose weight, I would say do it, because it changes your life massively. Because it don't just, like I said, you don't feel good fitness wise, you feel good mentally as well. And if you're going to the gym, you want to lose weight or put muscle on, it's my best advice is just keep an eye on your eating habits and sleep, and they are the main 2 factors of that, because they play a big part of you going to the gym. It's sleeping, eating and drinking.
Amazing. Okay. Last question for you is, where do you want to be in 10 years time from now?
Where I want to be in 10 years time now. Basically, I have started recently doing something behind the scenes. I'm slowly becoming a personal trainer.
Okay.
So in 10 years time, I want to be in a successful personal training business, which a lot of people know about. At the moment, my Instagram following is nearly hitting 25,000 followers on there. So I'm probably being more like a public figure. I'm not sure. In 10 years time, I want to be a bit more successful, bigger house, better off money wise, and basically have my own little gym in my house, like out in the back or something like that. Just I've got a few things set, and basically have a nice life with my partner, really. So I've got a few goals set out, so let's just hope it does go that way.
Amazing. It's great to see your passion about gym, about fitness. It's great to see. I think I agree with you. I think fitness, it brings you good energy. You just feel more like in a mindset, positive mindset. It keeps you away from, little evils coming.
Yeah, exactly. If you're just having a down day, the gym, it raises high vibrations, anything in life. And, when I did have down days, before I met my partner, I was, going through a bit of a bad patch. I went to the gym every day. Like, it was amazing. And it gets you out of a negative mindset. And it's got to the point where I'm so disciplined to myself. There is days you don't feel motivated. You think, I can't do that today. But where you're so disciplined, you still do it, even when you don't feel motivated. And then once you've done that workout, you're glad you did. You feel so amazing afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely. There are so many days that sometimes I go like, okay, I can't. I could
Yeah,
stay.
yeah. Everyone's, no matter how far you've got, like, no matter how active or that, there is days you're still going to get like that. And people think, oh God, what's happened? It doesn't matter. You're going to get days like that. But as long as you stay disciplined, just pull yourself out and think, no, I'm going to do it. Even if it's like for half an hour, at least you've done it. It makes you feel better.
Amazing. Very good. It's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Okay.
One word for family.
Love.
Money.
Cars.
Okay. Fear.
What beer? What was that?
Fear.
Beer. Turtles.
Okay. Life.
Life.
Yeah.
First word that comes to. Crazy.
Okay. Love.
Family.
Okay. Religion.
I'm not religious, so nothing.
Sex.
Oh, you just think of your partner when you say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
One word for friendship.
Friendship. Forever.
Okay. Politics.
Don't vote here.
Okay. One word for desire.
Desire. Oh. Temptation.
It's true. I like that. It's true. Regret.
Oh, regrets. Hate.
Okay. Success.
Oh. Strength.
One word for wish.
Wish.
Yeah, wish.
I would say give.
Okay. Happiness.
Family again.
One word for Portsmouth.
Football.
Okay. One word for England.
Crazy.
And the last one now, one word for fitness.
Happiness.
Amazing. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your partner for a coffee and I'm going to ask her, define Gary in one positive word and one negative word only. What she would say?
Positive. What would she say for the positive? Wow. It would have to be one word.
Yeah.
Caring.
Okay. And negative?
Well, it's not one word. Stuck in his ways.
Okay. Amazing. Let's play now, Gary, and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. But before you ask me the question, when you become a personal trainer, when you start doing your career as a personal trainer, what's something about it that would you like to help people to, for them to be into fitness? There's something that you would like to be involved with?
What would I like for people? Like, to be honest with you, I like them to feel comfortable in their own skin, their own body.
Okay.
That is my goal, and for them to make, no matter how much they've lost, no matter how much they lost, if they've lost something and they're actual going out there doing it, then I just want them to feel happy within themselves. And it's okay, it doesn't matter what size body you are, or little you are, you can still be fit as long as you have the right eating habits and you've got the positive mindset.
Amazing. Very good. Okay, Gary, you can ask me a question now.
Oh, what made you start talking to people across the world and asking them questions about their life?
Great question. 2020, when the world went upside down with the COVID crisis, yeah?
Yep.
Before that, I was already thinking about doing a project on YouTube where I could connect with people, where I could express myself, where I could, let people express themselves as well. But I didn't know which kind of project I could do. I want to do something different that nobody was doing it. There are so many amazing podcasts, around the globe. There are so many people doing amazing things on YouTube, but I just want to do something unique, something that I could express myself. I'm sure you remember during the COVID here in England, you could leave the house once a day for exercise. Remember, you could leave the house once a day. So during this time, I was going for a run in the evening. I was going for a run every day, like in the park near the place where I was living before.
Yeah.
And one of those run, guess what? This idea came along, and I was like, "Oh my God, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a channel where I could, I'm gonna do some research, some questions, and I'm gonna invite people online around the globe to see, their reaction, to see their point of views. They can express themselves. They can, promote their lives or their business, anything that people would be comfortable doing it." And trust me, Gary, it's been an amazing journey. You have no idea. Next month, it's going to be 4 years that I start doing the show, and I have over 1,300 people already who has been here on the show around the globe. And it's been an amazing experience to see so many people expressing their point of views, sharing stories, sharing memories. And,
It's amazing. I was watching a couple of the videos. I just think it's amazing what you're doing, to be honest with you. I think that's not bad. And look at that. It's what we were saying earlier. When you're exercising, your mind, you're
Totally.
positive. Yeah, there we go.
Exactly. You go back to the same point as well. I think when you are moving yourself, exercising, it puts you in a clear mind. It's funny, even sometimes nowadays when I'm doing some exercise, I'm running, I still have some some ideas about the show, or different ideas or different things. So it's like a work in progress that never stops. Yeah, when you are working out, when you are exercising, it's something about it that gives you this great energy. So I totally understand your point, and puts you in a better place for sure. It's not easy, it's not easy. Discipline can be difficult.
That's it. Staying disciplined, and that is what I will tell people. People think, well, I'm going to go to the gym, and they're like, a lot of people, admittedly, I've thought it, but I'm going to start going to the gym for a few weeks, I'm going to get jacked. It don't take a few weeks. It takes hard work, not just the working out. You need to be more strict with your diet, your drinking water, knocking your caffeine intake down. There's so much to it, and salt intake, and that's why I want to help people, because what I know now, I wish I knew at the beginning. It would have been an easier journey. So I thought I'd use my experience and actual help the people out there.
Totally.
Make it easier for them, for their journey.
And I think everything happens the right time. Maybe if you started earlier, you wouldn't have the same passion that you have now. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
Everything happened the right time. So you just need to trust the process. Trust the process.
Exactly.
Go for it. That's But I totally agree with you. Exercising, moving yourself, doing something about it. It's great for you. It makes you put you in a better place, in a better mindset as well. That's how I see. So yeah, that's how the channel started, through a run. I want to run in the park, and this idea literally just came along. And I've been the luckiest. You have no idea how amazing it is to connect with so many people around the globe and see people express themselves here on the show. So yeah, that's how the idea came along. Yeah.
Well, that's an amazing and that's a fantastic idea, and I'm glad you're doing well with it. I'll subscribe to your channel. I'll give you a shout on Instagram as well, mate, because
Thanks so much.
Fantastic talking to you.
Thanks so much. Gary, did you enjoy the interview?
Oh, I did.
Thank you so much. Thanks for being so kind and so sweet. Since the first time when I approached you on TikTok, you straight away said, yes, let's do it. Why not? And
I'm an outgoing person, and I thought, when I saw your channel, you want to start getting out there a bit more. I like helping people like that. It's amazing, and I think what you're doing is amazing. So yeah, I'm always willing up for a laugh as well. Like
the power of saying yes can take you in such a great direction.
Exactly. Just sometimes people are scared to make that step, and but
just do it, and whatever comes after is a different story. So that's how I see it as well.
When you make that first step, as you're out that comfort zone, and just push yourself, go for it.
Sure.
What's the worst is going to happen?
Absolutely. Before you go, Gary, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Anything to live by. It's like I said earlier, if there's dark days you're living in, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Don't give up, never give up. Keep pushing forward. and your answers will always be at the end of that tunnel. They will come to you, sometimes a lot longer for some people, but don't just give up on those days. Just think of the positive things in your life, what you have. A lot of people, they've committed suicide because of money problems and that. What they need to realise is there's actually family members. A lot of people probably love that person. So all I'm saying is, on those bad days you think the world's against you, just look forward. Not every day is going to be like that.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's just up and down, and that's how life is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just it's never gonna be forever. I know sometimes when you are facing challenges, sadness, you feel like it's gonna be for a long time. But trust me, it will pass one point. And
Yeah, exactly. This is it. Just never give up. That's always my saying. Never give up.
Give up. Absolutely. Okay, regards to your partner, to your kids, and keep in touch, okay? It was a pleasure having you on the show, okay? Take care. Have a nice weekend.
You too.
Okay?
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.